Hey, what's up, YouTube, and all my fellow Nick Cave dwellers? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get right into it, I'm gonna hit you with a little something. All right, I know that was a little smooth, but don't forget to go down in the description, check out that link. All right, here's my reason why the New York Knicks should not go out and get Kyrie Irving. First, I'm thinking, will he even opt out of his contract? That's $36 million. It could be his camp just making noise so that the Nets feel pressure to re-sign him at that max, and he want a max deal, 4 years plus the $36 million he's making right now. Excuse me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking some type of strategy with his management and his camp, but I don't think he's going to opt out. $36 million. And the teams that are interested in him, they don't have that much cap space. They would have to do a lot of maneuvering, especially the Knicks, maybe the Lakers. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A reunion with LeBron James will help, because that's my second reason for not drafting Kyrie Irving, because he haven't won since he departed away from LeBron James. And let's be honest. He went over to the Boston Celtics, and before you people say, oh, the Boston Celtics was young, that's what Kyrie went over there for. He's supposed to have been their leader. You know what I'm saying? The Boston Celtics went to the finals right now without Kyrie Irving. They couldn't even get out of the second round. Excuse me. Barely made it out of the second. No, they didn't even get out of the second round with Kyrie Irving. I don't even think they made it to the first round, if memory served me correct. So Kyrie Irving is not a leader. We seen what he did when he had full control of Cleveland before LeBron James got there and got them a championship. If he was smart, he would have stayed with that man. But his ego, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie want to be the number one dog. And if you say he can't, if you don't believe that he can win without LeBron, like I was saying, he didn't do it in Boston, and he's not doing it with the Brooklyn Nets. You can say that he haven't played a full season, and that's another reason the man hasn't played. He haven't played over 100 games in the last 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So will he even be there? And yes, he will bring a lot of excitement to the New York Knicks. And I'm not sure if we would even make the playoff, because to get Kyrie Irving, we're gonna have to gut the team. If we don't do a straight out sign and trade with the Brooklyn Nets, we would have to add a third team. Either way you put it, we're gonna have to lose a lot of assets just to get Kyrie Irving on his team. So we'll be rebuilding right from scratch. And my third and final reason, because this is going to be a short video, why we shouldn't get Kyrie Irving is because he would be a bad influence in the locker room, not to mention he's a distraction. But let's get to what he would bring to the young guys. I mean, Tatum and Brown looked happy when Kyrie Irving got out of there, and you see how they gelled as a team. Kyrie would come into the New York Knicks. He would be the man. Let's face it. He would be the number one option on the team. He would have a lot of say-so going on who comes in. And I don't think our young core, if we have a young core, we probably have to put a mix and match team together. And even if we keep Julius Randle, will they work out? I don't think Julius Randle will want to take orders from Kyrie Irving. That's where he's going to come in, barking orders. And because compared to Kyrie Irving, Julius Randle is the lesser player. Now, let's be honest. And what I mean by he can't get it done, I know I passed that, but I'm going to go back. He played with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is considered one of the, if not the best player. I heard so many arguments, especially from Skip Bayless. He's better than LeBron James. And I tell people, nah, he's not better than LeBron James. And what I'm about to say, it might be blasphemy to a lot of people who's fans of this man. He is considered the greatest basketball player ever. But I consider LeBron James to be even better than Michael Jordan. And hear me out. I know Michael Jordan got more rings, but what I mean about better, LeBron James make other people better. He simply do. You know what I'm saying? And he has shown this throughout his career. He made Kyrie better. And that's what Kyrie couldn't understand, where that all came from. it came from his success, really came from LeBron James. I'm not going to take nothing away from Kyrie Irving's game. Kyrie Irving got one of the most special game I ever seen. He's nice. Let's be honest. Excuse me. The man can dribble. The man can shoot. The man can create. The man can do a lot of things. But the man can't win without LeBron James. And let's be honest. And bringing him to the New York Knicks, you see how he was with the media over there, the Brooklyn Nets, and then the media is going to be even more harsh and more hard and come at him here in New York. And I know you might say he's still playing in New York. What's the difference? There is a difference when you play for the New York Knicks, and we all know that. It's just a little more pressure than the Brooklyn Nets. And as I said to a lot of my friends, I don't expect the Brooklyn Nets to win a championship before the New York Knicks. And that's just how I feel. And that's not just because I'm a Knicks fan. That's because I'm a basketball fan. If they build around some other players, I don't think Kevin Durant can win a championship by himself, or that's with somebody with a Kyrie Irving. Put him with a different group of guys, it might be different. Now you put Kevin Durant with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they can win a championship. I can see that happening. But Kevin Durant is not a man who can win a championship by himself. That's just my opinion, and that's just what the facts have shown you throughout the years. He won a championship, and he was Finals MVP, but who he played with, and they just won the championship without him. They won a championship without him. That's the reason he came. Let's be honest. Now let's get to the second reason, and on the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? You read it, and here we go. This is how the New York Knicks can get Jaden Ivey. And I have heard some reports that Jaden Ivey have been bringing the New York Knicks up in his interviews. But for one, I made a video yesterday, and I think we still should explore that option. We can trade for Kobe White and the 18th pick. We can take that 18th pick and we can package it and try to get something with to Sacramento Kings and see if they bite. And if they don't bite, what's the worst? We end up with 2 first-round picks. If we don't use the 2 first-round picks, we can still pack that up and try to approach another lottery team. That way we can move up for Daniel Dyson or Mathurin or somebody like that. I do think that Johnny Davis is going to fall towards that number 11. The Knicks going to have a decision to make because the mock drafts had them taking Jalen Duren. And y'all already know by the 6 or 7 videos that I did make, I really do want the Knicks to take Kai Soto, but I'm going to be real. I think the Knicks will be able to off taking him in the second round. If not the second round, they should at least bring him in to the summer camp and give the man a fair shake. That's just how I feel. I think Kai Soto, I know he's going to be in the league because if the Knicks don't draft him, if nobody draft him, somebody's going to bring him in on a summer league deal, and they're going to be impressed, and they're going to sign him. Trust me. But back to what I'm talking about here. This is how we can get Jaden Ivey. And let's think about this. Everybody predicting him to go number 4. But what if OKC shake it up? Huh? What if Houston shake it up? People say that Houston don't need a point guard. They got John Wall sitting over there. They got blah, blah, blah. But what if these teams shake it up and when the draft don't fall out the way that everybody panning it out to do? Everybody think it's going to fall. And where do that leave the Knicks? If they make all the maneuvers and moves, or everybody say, well, they would have this guy, Poncho Pearl. But what if only one left? The Knicks go to 4, and who's left there? Chet Holmgren? Do the Knicks pick Chet? We got to think about these scenarios. But this is one way I think the Knicks can get the 4th pick. And if they don't get the 4th pick, we got 2 first rounds. And we're not giving up nobody because Chicago's not looking for a draft pick in return. This is what I'm hearing. So this is what I'm hearing through the grapevine. So something else might come out. So these days leading up to the draft, I think the Knicks should make this move and then package that deal. Because if they don't, I think somebody else will. Go take that Kobe White. Kobe White is not a bad player. He can help you on coming off the bench. And if need be, he can relieve a starting point guard. So the Knicks should really try to make something happen and go this route. That's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.